The following is a special presentation from 10 News WTSP.
You know, everywhere you look, there are great stories all over Tampa Bay. And I'm the lucky guy who gets to tell those stories. I'm 10 News WTSP storyteller Bobby Lewis, and you can find me every day on the road. It's a daily segment that hopefully makes you smile. I hope it does. It makes me smile. It's full of those feel-good stories, warm and fuzzies, you know, things that might even make you shed a tear or two. Today is actually kind of cool because I don't even need my keys. Last couple of weeks I've been out with my microphone telling these really cool stories. So today I get to show you my favorites. It's 30 minutes of happy that you're not going to find anywhere else. I'm excited. You ready? I've handpicked 7 of my favorite on-the-road stories to show you, all in the next half hour. I've even got a surprise guest who will join me right here in the studio. You'll meet a UPS driver who delivers more than just special packages. He gave his best friend the gift of life. And then there's a 5th grader who took his sweet business to a whole new level to help fight a deadly disease. And then there's John Joyce, who mows with a mission. Wait until you hear this man's incredible story. But we begin in the pool. In Florida, swimming is everything. Some people, it just comes naturally for them. But for others, it's not so easy. At first glance, you wouldn't expect much from the Dunedin High School swimmer that I met. But you'd be wrong. She didn't want her disability to slow her down, and remarkably, it hasn't. For swim teams, back to school means back to the pool, and there are lessons to be learned.
This coach definitely, she pushes me.
In a sport that's tough enough already, one senior swimmer is teaching her teammates exactly what being tough means.
Is it hard? Swimming's a hard sport. I don't know it any other way. I've never swam with 2 legs, so I don't know if it's hard with 1 leg compared to 2 legs. So is it hard? Yes. But is it hard because I have 1 leg? I don't know.
I didn't actually register that she was an amputee until she stepped onto the blocks and stepped out of her prosthetic. So I was kind of just like in awe, and I was like, she's swimming on an able-bodied team for her high school.
Christina Lang makes it look easy, even though life as a toddler wasn't.
When she was 2.5, she got a blood infection from the chicken pox, and it actually got really bad. I call her my miracle baby because it hit all of her limbs.
It was either the leg or potentially her life.
Absolutely. There was no doubt. It would have been her life had they not taken her leg.
Now, swimming is her life, and she's gotten really good.
Sometimes when we're at meets, I have to remind officials that she only has 1 leg because they want to disqualify her in butterfly or breaststroke, and I'm like, remember, she's only got 1.
I don't like when people see me as Christina, the swimmer with 1 leg.
Go!
But they do see her, overcoming something most people will never have to. Do you ever cry watching her swim?
I do, but don't tell her.
Swimming is something that's morphed me as who I am and made me understand that I really don't have a disability and that I'm not different.
Can you imagine swimming with just 1 leg? What an inspiring young lady. Christina hopes to one day represent the United States in the Paralympics. Now, the Gatufis brothers also know what it's like to live with a disability and overcome it. This past year, both men were finally able to do something they've waited nearly a half-century to do, to hear each other say, "I love you." On the biggest day of his life, Elias Gatufis never heard the alarm. It wasn't on purpose. He'd never heard a lot of things before.
Tampa Bay Hearing and Balance Center, this is Susie.
This was Elias's world until today.
Are you hearing right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my voice.
Finally.
The silence broke through.
2 weeks ago, Elias had surgery at Tampa General Hospital to fit him with cochlear implants. And now that they work, it was time to celebrate with family, with his late father's whistle and his words. He sang this lullaby to his kids when they were little, but 2 of them are only hearing it for the first time today.
I love you.
5 weeks ago, Elias's brother, DC, had the same procedure done.
I'm having fun. And I'm happy.
Now both brothers can finally hear each other's laughs. The ones that were there all along.
The journey is just an emotional one that you can barely describe, and everyone reacts differently. And sometimes even me, I'm sucking up the tears because it's amazing.
I want you to know
you are the best brother.
You are the best brother anyone could have.
I love you.
I love you.
Since we first aired that story back in August, DC has opened up Gaspar's Cigars in South Tampa. He said his favorite thing to do each morning is to hear the quacking of the ducks that live behind the store. He threw a big party to celebrate the shop's grand opening, and that party included very loud music. We still have many more on-the-road stories to share with you and that special guest I told you about. But first, who doesn't love seeing that big brown UPS truck pull up to your house? You know you're getting a package. But what this Clearwater driver delivered was a shocker to his best buddy. And then we'll show you what makes this lemonade stand so popular. It's lemons, sugar, and this remarkable kid. It all adds up to a recipe you won't want to miss.